Injury and lineup update, Coach?
Yeah, so I'm a little late there. Just got an injury report. Yaros originally thought it was a chip bone. He's got a broken finger. So he's out for, I guess broken fingers, broken bone. So 4 weeks, I guess. I'm not a doctor, but somewhere around there. And Shabbat, it'll be about around 3 weeks. So upper body.
Yaros do that in the fight?
Yeah.
Okay. And the hit, obviously, the late hit on Shabbat was...
Yeah, and Payarvi's out also. The fight at the end there, upper body.
Is he long-term, just day-to-day?
Day-to-day for him, yeah.
Well, Lannon is in.
Yeah.
Okay. Tom Pyatt back in?
Yeah. And we're going to bring somebody from our American League team.
12 and 6 or 11 and 6? 12 and 6. And goaltender tonight?
Hogbert.
Okay.
Is there any update on Anderson? Is he?
Not really.
Is he skating yet, or just losing those guys? That's obviously a big hit for you.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. That's Chabby's our top D, and Yaros was doing great. He was definitely developing at a very fast rate. He's a terrific gapper, finishing checks, probably our most intense guy. Really turning into a solid defensive defenseman that's got some tools with the puck also. So I was actually on my way to slowly bringing him in a power play. I brought him in the previous game, and he was on the board yesterday for the power play there. So one step at a time with every player. Everyone's different, but in his case, it's slowly solidifying his 5-on-5 game, his penalty kill, and then giving him slowly a bit more, because I think he's got those attributes to be a power play guy, as a second power play guy. Who's got a terrific shot, and he's got great mobility. So, yeah, it'll just slow down his development. But
does that one bother you more because of the circumstances that had happened in that injury?
For me, it's always about the end result. The end result is we're missing, two great young defensemen that were big parts of our team right now. So it's as frustrating as they can be, but that's what it is. It's we got to get some out of our other guys, and in terms of numbers with Willanen coming up, we got a guy that can handle the puck, can take some of the load that Shabbat was taking in terms of moving the puck. We'll have him on the second power play. We'll have Lajoie with the first one, and those young guys will get a chance to contribute offensively for sure.
You don't hesitate for a second when Kachuk asks you if you can go on the ice in the last 10 seconds?
No.
Right away, but do you like, I guess, seeing that sort of...
Oh, for sure. But that's him every game. Like, he wants to be part of the action, and he's going to have plenty of time in his NHL career to do so. And it's going to happen in the game. It's going to happen in the play. But it's good leadership on his part. We all know he's going to become a leader on this group. He's a young guy, but he's got all the character and attitude and the work ethic that you expect from leaders or future leaders, that's for sure. But my job also is to lead, and that'd be the wrong thing to send him out there. As you can see, look what happened to Yaros, look what happened to Payarvi. We lose these guys, and we need this guy on the ice first of all to score goals for us and bring the other type of grit. And two, he's a young guy, and I have to do what's right. And to send him out there against older guys, that's the wrong thing to do. So it's my job to make sure that if he was my son, that's how I would act, and that's how I acted that way.
You don't look over, you put it's a pretty tough spot for a guy to make his debut at all.
It's as tough as it gets.
Yeah.
That's the best team in the league, the Stanley Cup champions. But that's where we are, and it's the same with Willanen coming in and getting to play against Ovechkin or Kuznetsov or any or their other high-end guys. But that's what the hand that we're dealt right now. We got to deal with it and give opportunities for guys to fight through it.
Yeah. Was this your plan all along, or it seemed like you were? If you didn't want to tip your hand.
No, I was because you never know. Yesterday, what if I pull McKenna after the first period? you don't know that, you know. And just like the other day with Anderson, when I pulled him out of the game, it's because I thought I was putting him in the next day, but then he had an injury, so that's why. But he was coming in the next day, so you know, like, you don't want to decide those things, and everybody wants to know. And sometimes the guy gets a shutout, he only gets 19 shots, and he wants to be in nets the next day. So I hate to decide ahead of time. You plan that that's a possibility, but the final decision you always want to make after the game.
What have you heard about Holbrook down there?
Oh, he's done very good. He's done very good, but you know, we want to be fair to the kid. This is a tough start. You know, coming in against the Stanley Cup champions, they're so good offensively. It's going to be a baptism by fire. Is that how you?
Yeah. Did he look really excited when you told him about it, or how did he respond?
Oh, I didn't tell him about it. The goalie coach did.
Okay.
I'm letting him handle that one.
Be your advice to a 24-year-old make his first
Well,
in that situation?
the thing with him, though, it's you got to keep in mind, though, that he's not a kid. First of all, he's played in the pro league in Sweden, and I coach against the pro league in Sweden, and it's above, you know, it's above the American league in terms of there's older guys, there's skilled guys in there, there's ex-NHLers that play, there's national team players that play in that league. He's seen some high-end caliber. It's just he hasn't seen the NHL yet. I mean, that's a whole setting, and I'm sure it's nerve-wracking and all that. But in terms of having to deal with, you know, high-end caliber, he's seen that. He's seen, you know, the American League now, so that's where he's at. Like, if he was struggling, that'd be a whole different ball game. But I think in his case, he's done extremely well, and he's done really well back home too. So that's where he's at. It's just, you know, you'd like to choose another day and another team. We're on a back-to-back, you know, and you're playing the Stanley Cup champion. So yes, it's not. I would not have been my first choice, but that's what it has to be. And so let's go.
Elliott's just here as an emergent, as like a
Well, just for today, but he could be in the lineup the next game.
Yeah.
Because obviously with those two defensemen missing for a long time, you know, we'll see where Falk is. That's, you know, we'll see how things develop in the next days.